today we are heading to Congo. We look for chimpanzees and gorillas because they're right here in the trees. Police officers that are looking for problems.
This is a story about an old car and a stupid guy. Because the good ideas are usually the boring ones. What could possibly go wrong? How the hell did we get here? We're somewhere in the rainforest in Cameroon, heading towards the border of Congo, and in this episode we're trying to reach the Equator with a 37-year-old BMW who started this quest in Germany, driving down the entire western coast of the African continent.
The road is perfectly paved. Some local told me yesterday that apparently Lebanese companies paved the road in order to get some wood out of the Congo. Found a small settlement here, first one since a while on this road, except for like a few single houses standing in there. And it's high time to wash the car because, man, it is dirty. 1,000 francs, which is about €1.60. The car will be washed from the outside, not too bad. Still 50 kilometers to the border to Congo. Now there's some police checkpoints here, so let's see what that's about. Stopping at a rope. Bonjour, monsieur. Oui.
C'est pour vous deux?
Non.
Là-haut.
Huh?
Là, c'est pas.
And a passport aussi. Oui. Feel confused because I have two passports flying around here. But no, also women can have their own passport and not the men have to carry them. Got the passport back, he just wrote down the name, said where we're going, completely normal routine check at the border, completely fine, nice guy. Last meters in Cameroon, and we just realized that the next petrol station we can count on fuel is in 350 kilometers inside Congo. So getting some fuel here before crossing the border in order not to run into big problems later on. Okay, it was easy, took about 10 minutes, we got passport stamped, we got our carnet stamped, and it looks like we are leaving Cameroon right now. Let's land towards Congo. Let's go. This land is actually quite long here. We're driving for 1.5 kilometers through the greens, but now I think we're reaching the Congolian side. Congolese, whatever side of the border. We made it into the Congo. Passport is stamped. It was actually quite a process. A bit annoying. The guy wanted an exact itinerary, but then we kind of figured it out. And now we're in Congo. One more country. Country 38 on this tour. So we're at a checkpoint which is supposed to be corrupt, so let's see what happens now. On Ireland, people commented that they want money. Bonsoir.
La route, pas bon de l'autre côté. Bonjour.
La fenêtre est un peu cassée.
Ah d'accord.
Oui, ça marche quelque
Vous
fois.
sortez d'où?
De Cameroun aujourd'hui.
Montrez votre passeport.
Bien sûr. Voilà.
Après vous allez garer là-bas.
Okay, let's see what they want from us. Somewhere here in Congo.
Oh, moi j'ai des yeux.
Vous aider?
Non, ça va, ça va.
Okay. Okay, that was super easy. Just quickly registered and yeah, we're good to go. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here, but something is definitely happening. I guess we can overtake them. They're way too slow. Fuck it. Elections are coming up. We're arriving at the camping spot for tonight. It should be right in front of us, and as you can see, well, it's again pretty dark, and that's a good way to start into a new country. It's dark. Had a nice camp at this beautiful spot behind me, and now it's time to head out. Our plan is now first to buy a SIM card because we don't have internet since yesterday. So let's go. Back this small bumpy track, which is quite narrow quite soon and a bit muddy as well. Yeah, it is quite sad how trash is managed here. I mean, basically outside the village place where everybody throws out their trash, and of course we have to do it ourselves. I mean, we can use the trash cans in the village, but then somebody else will just put the trash here, and we won't do anything to help the problem.
The rainforest of the Republic of Congo is part of the larger Congo Basin rainforest, and it's the second largest rainforest on Earth after the Amazon rainforest. It's one of the wildest rainforests in the world and is home to incredible wildlife, including chimpanzees and gorillas. So, of course, we'll try to see some the next days. Will we find them? You'll see.
Drove nice tarmac roads today, and now I'm already arriving at the camping spot. Oh, already, it's already 6. Sophie's here already, she drove in front a bit. Looks like a good spot here, somewhere in the Congolese jungle. We left the road which led from the border to the main road. I mean, the road still is absolutely perfect. And now we're heading south towards Brazzaville. Yeah, we drove already 40 kilometers here without any settlements. But finally we found a place where there's hopefully some water, because we're running low on the water. Okay, no success. This thing is abandoned, and actually most of them I saw abandoned. So for me it looks a bit like a failed project, or from some European NGO or something. We got some water in a river, but I didn't put it into the LifeSaver. I mean, the LifeSaver can easily purify that, but the dirtier the water, the quicker the filter will be actually ready for replacement. And we still have 56 kilometers in front of us, so I hope that I'll find a better source of water. Okay, small walk through the jungle to fill up this big boy. Some locals are showing us the way. Nice guys. And apparently there are gorillas here somewhere in the forest. If we're lucky, we'll see one on the way to the source. Okay, filled up this big guy in a small stream where the water's supposed to be better. And apparently the water hole before the source was a bit dirty because, well, according to locals, some chimpanzees like to use it as a bathtub. And then they mess up all the water and it's full of clay. Okay guys, we slept at this cell phone tower here, and the security guard from the tower came over and told me it's time to have a look for chimpanzees and gorillas because they're right here in the trees. Today's a big day. We didn't only see gorillas in nature this morning, but we're also heading to the equator, and today we'll reach it. And I have to say, this is quite an emotional and amazing feeling to know that Theodore, my 37-year-old sturdy BMW, we set off together in Germany after a 20,000 kilometer detour to Asia, and now we're reaching the equator, and every single kilometer we drove together. So this is special. That's about 50 kilometers to go, and then we'll reach the southern hemisphere. We are driving right on the equator, and in front of us has a monument, because look, made it! Equator, here we are. That's Equator Monument. We can circle it. Haha, look at that. Theodore and I, 37-year-old BMW, made it all the way to the southern hemisphere. I'm trying to decide on which side I want to take the photo because of the light, to make sure the light comes from the front, but then I realize this light and the sun comes from on top of our heads because it's around noon and it's equator, so there are no shadows here. So the monument is not 100% on the location of the equator. Let's go there now to 0. 000. Let's see. 0003. Oh my god, we're making it. Oh no, I passed it already while talking. Incredible. Let's see. Almost there. 11.6. Huh? Okay, a small random stop. There's some running water here. So I washed my laundry. I was out of socks. That's not good. I'm very authentic experience full of local people filling up their water. Elections here. Laundry is freshly washed, as you can see. The entire car is full of stuff. Bonjour, ça va bien?
Ça va?
Super.
On peut voir vos identités?
Ouais. Small checkpoint here. Want to see your passports?
Vous parlez français?
Oui.
On vous a sifflé là-bas, vous n'avez pas écouté? Là-bas à l'entrée de ma quoi?
Non, je l'ai pas vu.
Vous n'avez pas passé?
Non.
D'accord. Venez.
So what the police guy said is that we passed other police officer who whistled and we didn't stop, but maybe heard somebody, but I didn't see anything. So if they hide somewhere, I don't think it really counts. Bonjour. Yeah, so it's only a small check. They wrote down passport numbers, asked many questions. We didn't give them a lot of information. For example, I didn't tell him when we left Germany because that's none of his business. And now it says to take photos of the car, including ourselves standing outside the car. So Sophie has to go outside now, and then we're good to go. That's a photo session happening right now, here in Congo. It's quite interesting how the landscape changed here. I mean, until the equator it was a lot of rainforest. Now suddenly in the southern hemisphere, it's much more open fields. A bit of forest in between, but also much more open and yeah, also very beautiful, but very different. Yeah, arriving at a camping spot, and that's a good example of how different the nature is here than it used to be yesterday only. Very open, very green, but no trees. I guess there has been some heavy deforestation before because we're right next to the equator. I think rainforest is at home, but correct me if I'm wrong. Had a quiet night here, and now back on the road, heading towards Brazzaville. Let's go. Yeah, the election's coming up here, and you can see everywhere big signs. People here have bags with a, well, party's photo on it basically, so I guess goodies are being handed out. Yeah, stuff going on here in Congo. Okay, after spending quite a few days in the jungle and in pure nature, we're arriving in Brazzaville, the capital city of Congo. So we look at the city because I think it's always a bit sad if overlanders skip all the capitals because, so okay, on one hand there's not so much to see and the traffic is a bit annoying, but I don't think you really visit the country if you only jump from one natural reserve to the next, for example. And if you want to get to know the country, yeah, then better have a look at the capital as well, and I'll take you with me, of course. Let's go. La caméra? Non, 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 ça reste toujours ici. Non. Bonne journée, au revoir. After the police guy tells me to take away the camera, I don't take him serious and I leave. It might be interesting, the police situation here. What is your mission, my friend? Oh my god, people drive interesting here. But it has been worse. It's not the worst driving I've seen so far. Okay guys, I'm walking through Brazzaville, the capital city of Congo, and it's pretty exciting because behind me you can see the Congo River, and on the other side what you see is not Brazzaville, but it's the DRC. Believe it or not, it's only separated by the river here. the Democratic Republic of Congo on the other side, and here Brazzaville and the Republic of Congo. Congo is a dark term for many. We combine it, I think, with civil wars, with brutality, with blood diamond, with all these not so positive things associated with Congo. But at the same time, one also has to really differentiate between the Republic of Congo, where I'm right now, and the Democratic Republic of Congo on the other side. Because the Republic of Congo, well, it's still, well, not the safest country on earth, but it is actually comparably safe and civilized. While on the other side of the water, my God, you cannot actually visit most of the country because of serious safety risks, and I'm not the most careful traveler in that sense. So there are big differences between the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Republic of Congo. Don't confuse them. So yeah, what you see on the other side is Kinshasa, the capital of the DRC. But good news, or bad news, I hope it's good news. In a few days I'll be in the DRC myself because it's on the way. I cannot avoid it. So I'll be, I think, 2 or 3 days DRC adventure ahead. Also, believe it or not, there are flights between Brazzaville and Kinshasa on the other side of the river, which is very interesting because, firstly, Kinshasa is the capital of DRC and Brazzaville is the capital of the Republic of Congo. And these two capitals are the closest capitals to each other. So there are no other capitals that are closer to each other than these two. And they're flights anyway. Why? Because there's no bridge that crosses Congo River here. They've been planning to build something for a long time already, but the political situation is not exactly stable. So there's no bridge. There's some boats, but they don't always go. So there's actually a flight that covers 26 kilometers between Brazzaville and Kinshasa. Yeah, made it to the rather famous, also known as most ugly building in the world. Look at it. Funny story to this building is that it was built using money that the Congolese government borrowed from some French oil company. But then in some, Congo has a difficult history. In some fights it was heavily destroyed. And renovating it after that cost, I think, $20 million, which was actually exceeding the original price of building it in first hand. And yeah, people say it's ugly. I don't know. I think it's interesting. Yeah, sitting in a very fancy cafe here in Brazzaville. And yeah, the electricity turned off. You can see the ventilator turning slower and slower. And it's back. Also, the fancy places are not really safe from power shortages here. Okay, so a big shopping tour in Super U, and yeah, the lights just went off. The electricity situation here in Brazzaville is not the best, I think. The music is running, which is pretty annoying because it was annoying all the time already. And also the prices are crazy. I almost bought a cabbage, which is normally the cheapest vegetable, for 13 euros, because apparently this cabbage was imported all the way from Belgium to Congo. Now let's see when the light goes back on. It's still very dark in here. Yeah, but I'll show you around the dog supermarket in the meantime. It looks kind of funny because it looks almost abandoned. But it's not. It's the power shortage, and I guess the generators are not really good here. I'm always surprised about the power shortage. Everybody continues going on. It's completely normal here. There you go, power is back. It looks again like a supermarket. Perfect. Had a few relaxing days in Brazzaville, and Brazzaville is actually quite a relaxed city. Not so noisy, not so busy, so quite relaxed compared to other West African, Central African, central cities, capital cities, that's it, that we saw before. And right now I'm returning back to the place where I'm staying, and it's the Catholic school behind me, and then also the monastery. And I'm staying in the monastery. It's not so expensive, very clean, very quiet, surrounded by a beautiful garden here in Brazzaville. After 3 days in Brazzaville, which were quite necessary and relaxing, we're back on the road, and I have to say it feels very good to be back on the road. Heading towards Angola. It's a small Angolan enclave, so it's not Angola mainland basically, just a small enclave which is between Congo and DRC.
If you like this video, please do me a favor and give it a like, give it a comment, and make sure to follow my channel because I'm still trying to figure out this YouTube algorithm. It's a big mystery to me. Anyway, thanks a lot for following along, and see you next Saturday with the next video.